You alright, mate?
Yeah, not great, to be honest. I think I've come down with a bit of World Cup fever. Hello there, What Culture football fans. I'm Anna Will from What Culture, joined by Andy Murray from What Culture to bring you some more big breaking news surrounding the Premier League. Apparently, Chelsea have finally sorted out their manager situation. Maurizio Sarri will be joining Chelsea, but there is a very interesting caveat to this deal because apparently Napoli and Chelsea have a gentleman's agreement, which is the reason why this is taking place. That gentleman's agreement is basically, we'll let you have our manager, he just can't come back and take all of his players to Chelsea, basically.
Yeah, smart move. There's a lot of talented players in that squad. Koulibaly at centre-back, I think, is particularly exciting at the World Cup at the moment, of course. But, you know, they've also got guys like Mertens and Hamsik who might be getting on a bit, but you think could do a job for them for a season or two. So, smart bit of play there from Napoli, whose chairman, De Laurentiis, is an absolute mentalist. So I'm surprised he had this savvy in him, to be honest.
Well, yeah, he was demanding apparently £7 million in compensation prior to this gentleman's agreement. I think subsequently it's going to be a nominal fee. That is what they've said. But yes,
50 quid.
They wanted seven. I mean, I know Chelsea have just Scrooge McDuck levels of money. But yeah, they wanted £7 million for that. Chelsea already probably going to have to fork out about £9 million to buy Conte out of his final year of his contract. They were also sort of hoping that Conte would find a new club and then they wouldn't have to buy him out of that final year of his contract. But no, that is what's happening. So yeah, they were not wanting to spend 16 million effectively on getting a new manager, rather spend that sort of thing on players. But yes, this gentleman's agreement means he can't poach players. You mentioned Koulibaly. You've got Raul Abiol and Piotr Zielinski.
Yes, very talented playmaker.
They had, I mean, relatively low release clauses. One of them was 5 million, one of them was 56 million, but still.
Wow, yeah.
If he's highly rated, that's nothing in money nowadays. So yeah, interesting. I mean, it's good that Chelsea have finally got this sorted. Obviously, this has sort of been going on since the full-time whistle at the FA Cup final.
Yeah, it has. This has been the name that's been consistently the top of the bookies' favourites. It's a very exciting appointment, isn't it? Napoli play some lovely, lovely football. Whether or not that translates to Chelsea remains to be seen, but they certainly ran Juventus quite close this season. The few snippets of Serie A I saw this year, they were the highlight of that with their fast attacking, flowing football. So
now, Chelsea have had a mixed few years. It would seem to be like 1 year on, 1 year off. 1 year they win the Premier League, the next year they finish wherever. How do you think they'll do next season? How do you think Sarri will fit into the Premier League?
I certainly think they'll fare better than they did this year. I think that perhaps Conte's intensity is maybe a little bit too much after one season, seemingly for this Chelsea side. That wasn't the case for Juventus, but Juventus faced little competition when he was in charge. As far as like league position and stuff goes, it's still very hard for me to see anyone really mounting a severe challenge for Man City. I think Liverpool will be closer this season. Chelsea would do very well, I think, to finish above them. I expect United to be stronger as well. Third might be a realistic thing, but that might curb their ambitions a little bit too much. I certainly think they'll be more entertaining to watch.
Yes.
And I also think that this will be great for Eden Hazard. Because watching what he did in Italy with Dries Mertens, who was a wide player, moves him centrally, turns him into one of the most prolific players in the league. It's going to be really exciting to see what he does with Hazard. I'm just excited to see how it goes down as a fan of the league.
Without ruining a video that we're going to be releasing soon where I talk about the 5 players Chelsea need to sign this summer, if he can't go back and pick all these old players basically from Napoli, who are the sort of players that you think they need to bring in?
It's kind of hard to tell because they've got a really excellent squad. I think where they fell short last season was in the summer transfer window, not necessarily in terms of their acquisitions, but they let a lot of fringe players go out on loan and stuff. Guys like Loftus-Cheek, they wouldn't have played 30, 40 games, but they would have come in when the fixtures start piling up, and I think they really fell short when they needed to call on guys like that. I'd expect them to bring in, you know, a couple of superstar names because it's Chelsea and this is the Premier League, and they probably need them, to be honest, particularly maybe in centre midfield. I don't think Bakayoko's really done much. Drinkwater's deeply mediocre.
Ross Barkley.
Who? But no, I think he'd be smart to maybe pepper that squad out. Maybe a few players who can come in and play the odd 20, 25 games in the Europe and the Cups and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, I think Not wholesale changes, a few peppered here and there.
Well, at least a turnaround in fortunes for Chelsea fans after recent stuff with not knowing who their manager was going to be, obviously seeing potential transfer targets going to other clubs, and of course all the stuff with Abramovich's visa. Maybe got a little bit more of a sense of, right, we're a bit more organised for next season. Let us know your thoughts on the appointment of Sarri. Of course, not quite confirmed yet, but it's probably going to happen. And let us know your thoughts on this gentleman's agreement. Will this be happening more in modern day football? Who knows? They're Italians. You know what they're like.
Yeah, probably not.
Let us know in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And we'll be back with more content, lots of World Cup content, very, very soon. Myself and Andy, we'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Wow, wasn't that great, guys? I don't know, it's your decision. Subscribe if you enjoyed it down here. Check out more of our content over here, or check out some of our other channels over here. Oh, you better click it before I do. No, seriously, you should click it though.